Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. It's a common condition often called the missed disease due to being so misunderstood and often misdiagnosed, causing many people to go decades without proper treatment. Here to share more during Endometriosis Awareness Month, we welcome back the founder and executive director of the nonprofit organization Extra Pelvic Not Rare, Dr. Wendy Bingham. It's great to see you.
Thank you for having me again,
And you're
Hannah.
yellow for Awareness Month?
Yes, I'm really happy that the bees aren't out right now, but yes, hopefully yellow looks good on television.
So let's talk about Endo Awareness Month and why it's so important.
Well, endometriosis awareness is really important because it's a month where you see a lot more people gathering around to talk about this condition. It has its benefits by having a movement. People witness the disease and they take action. The bad part about Endometriosis Awareness Month is that there's a lot of misinformation that continues to be recirculated, as well as there's people out there serving and selling products saying that endometriosis can be cured if you buy this product or you change your way of lifestyle. Now that can help you by changing your diet and your lifestyle. It can help reduce the symptoms, but it cannot cure the disease. There is no cure for endometriosis.
Someone peddling a miracle cure,
yes,
that's not going to be the case. Okay, so an unfortunate reality, but it's good that you mentioned it. So let's talk about this free ebook that you have coming out as well. That's super exciting. What a great resource.
Yes, thank you. I would like to thank everybody on my team that has come together. We have an international team of people who are absolutely passionate about getting the word out about this condition. So we have right now, the book will be launched in German, French, and Spanish, as well as the English version.
That's so exciting.
Yes, the soft launch is today on the website for the English version. There is a read-only as well as a downloadable version on the website. My information technology team is working to get it uploaded onto Kindle.
Oh, nice.
And then we will make it available in various countries of different languages.
Okay, it's on our screen here, the ABCs of extra pelvic endometriosis. I'm so excited to dive into it. I'm going to click on it as soon as I can later today. And we also wanted to bring some awareness to getting diagnoses in the disease among adolescents and transgender people. What are some of the challenges there?
Well, first off, one of the challenges is that often people with endometriosis who are younger, we have had the disease diagnosed as early as a 7-year-old, and 9 years old is not even that uncommon anymore.
Wow.
Unfortunately, a lot of times their dysmenorrhea is dismissed. It's mistaken for other conditions, as well as them presenting sometimes outside of the menstrual cycle. So a lot of them will complain of stomach aches, or they may have irritable bowel syndrome-like symptoms. And so therefore they're misdiagnosed as having, anxiety, stress related to school. Unfortunately, that delays the diagnosis of the disease, as well as impacts them on being able to go to school and their quality of life around attending school.
Okay, and what about people who are maybe dealing with different hormones, depending on where they're at with their transitions and getting a diagnosis in the middle of all that? That's also a big challenge.
Yes, absolutely. Our transgender community has been given very little notice, very like in the medical system, about continuing to have endometriosis after or while you're undergoing transition. Unfortunately, even if you have a hysterectomy and you're taking testosterone as a treatment, you can still continue to have symptoms of endometriosis. Wow. In fact, there was a really interesting article that was recently published on a case of 5 people, and one of those people had suffered a spontaneous pneumothorax due to endometriosis during a 1-month phase where they had stopped their testosterone treatment.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, yeah, it really can affect anybody, and you just have to advocate for yourself when you get in front of a medical professional and really explain your symptoms as best as you can.
Yes.
That's really tough.
And that's difficult. And since it is Awareness Month, I think I'd like to close with talking about what are those symptoms that people should recognize. We know that painful periods, as in what does that mean? Pain down here, down in your lower abdomen. You could have back pain, pain down into your legs, pain where you sit, shooting down the back of your legs. You can have that during your cycle, as well as pain with bowel movements. You could have diarrhea, constipation. They could be fluctuating. You could also have pain when you urinate. You could have pain with intimacy. You could have nausea. You could have bloating. You could have vomiting. And you could have lung collapses. You could have blood in your urine. You could have blood in your stool. There's high probability of having migraines if you're an adolescent. That is one of the markers for having endometriosis. And it's 5 times more common to have endometriosis, to have an irritable bowel-like presentation
Right.
in an adolescent, than if an adolescent doesn't have endometriosis, they usually don't have IBS symptoms.
Okay.
So there is a difference there. It's kind of one of those bells that I think parents and young adolescents or young adults should be concerned with.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard those two things linked often, that maybe someone was noticing symptoms or getting treated for something, and then it really turns out to be more of an endo issue. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're running on little sleep with how busy this month is, so we're happy to see you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Hannah. I really appreciate it.
Of course. If we want to remind everyone, if you'd like to learn more, you can check out the free ebook, The ABCs of Extrapelvic Endometriosis, and of course we'll have more on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.